Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a quick revision for question 1 of your MUET writing paper, which is analysis writing. Today I will share with you some tips on how you can write analysis and synthesis effectively. Okay, lovelies, before I move on with the tips on how to write analysis and synthesis, let's recap the format of what a complete analysis writing should have. Okay, so your analysis writing will be complete if you have all these elements: the title, the introduction, the overview or OV, analysis, synthesis, and conclusion. Okay, today I will highlight only on how to construct analysis and synthesis. Okay, before we move on with analyzing and synthesizing, let's look at the important elements in producing a complete report writing. Okay, so for your analysis and synthesis, you need to understand all these things clearly. Key features or the item analyzed, time frame, it could be given in the form of years or maybe month, day or week. Data, could be in the form of figure, number, statistics, and then trend word. Okay, you need to know when to use the movement trend word or when to use the static trend word. Okay, normally for the movement trend word is more suitable for trend question, and for the static trend word, normally it's more suitable for rating or ranking question. And then, this is very important, the subject reference. You need to know the subject reference clearly in order for you to be able to write a complete synthesis. If you got the subject reference wrong, your whole analysis and synthesis will be distorted. Unlike unlike the second question or question 2, for question 1 or the analysis writing, it is very technical. So it's important that you memorize the formula that you can use to write analysis and synthesis. For analysis, it can be constructed by adding key features, time frame, trend word, and data. Okay, synthesis would be key features, time frame, trend word, data from visual 1 plus logical linkers plus KF, time frame, trend word, and data from visual 2 for you to be awarded a synthesis. Okay, remember, read and understand the question carefully, and then you decide whether it's trend or a rating question, and then you need to check the subject reference in order for you to write a complete analysis and synthesis. Okay, my advice is once you sit down in the exam hall, once you get the question paper, very quickly you write the formula anywhere on the paper so that you won't forget. Because if you miss any of these elements, then your analysis is not complete. All right. Okay, are you ready? So let's try out using this question, yeah. I think this came out in 2019 or 2018, if I'm not mistaken. And this is a trend question about the tiger population in 3 countries. So once you receive the question paper, first you need to read the instruction first. So here, it says that in your report, you are to link the information in figure 1 and table 1. Okay, so to write a complete analysis, you need to have all these elements: KF, TF, TW, and data. So this is the example. In 2000, the TF, Myanmar recorded the highest trendward number of population with 250. This is the data. While Indonesia recorded the lowest TW number of target population with 200. This is the data. Okay, so here, this is a simple analysis. Okay, right now synthesis is when you combine one analysis from figure 1 with one analysis in table 1 using the logical linker. So, you need the KF, time frame, trend word, data, and then from figure 1, then combine with logical linker, and then KF, time frame, trend word, data, okay, from visual 2, and this is a complete synthesis. Okay, I told you earlier that you need to jot down the formula. So every time you write an analysis, you need to compare with your checklist. Do you have the TF? Do you have the trend word? Do you have the data? Do you describe the right key features? You need to know all this, okay? Now, this is the example of synthesis. Okay, 2005, the time frame, tiger population is the KF in Myanmar. Okay, 300 data was higher, okay, trend word than Indonesia with 150. This is the data. This is a complete analysis from figure 1. As this is the linker that I used. Myanmar took more. This is the trend word, actions. Okay, the data in bracket. Okay, so you have to spell out what are the actions here to protect the tiger compared to Indonesia with only one trend word. Okay, bear in mind the word only can be used for one and only one. All right, if you say only three, only four, it's incorrect. Say again, accuracy matters in report writing. Okay, tips. Identify the obvious trend. You look at the stimulus, and then you look at the obvious one, the highest, the lowest, the similarity, differences. Then it will help you to construct your analysis and synthesis better. Okay, for report writing or analysis writing, language accuracy is very important. Okay, before you decide on what linker to use, you need to first to identify the relationship between the two visuals. Is it direct relationship or is it inverse? Because the type of relationship that these visuals have will determine the linker that you can use in order to link the info from visual 1 to the info from visual 2. Okay, these are the examples of the logical linkers that you can use to describe a direct relationship: due to, therefore, because of, as a result, hence, thus, as. And for inverse, you can use despite, in spite of, however, nevertheless, on the other hand, and although. Because if your linker is incorrect, then the whole thing wouldn't be accepted as a synthesis. So you have to be careful. Viewers, for MUET writing paper 800/4, you'll be given 90 minutes to complete question 1 and question 2. So time management is very crucial. Okay, one of the ways is to kill analysis and synthesis in one shot. How? This is how. Okay, as far as possible, try to construct synthesis first in every sentence that you do, so that you have the high possibility of getting a better mark and better band. Because in order for you to score band 4 for content, you need to have at least one synthesis. Okay, so this is using the same question given earlier. So this is the sample on how you can kill analysis and synthesis in one shot. Okay, in order for your sentence to be considered as a complete synthesis, then you need to combine one analysis from figure 1 with one analysis from table 1 using the logical linker. Okay, for example, in 2010, tiger population in Indonesia was the lowest. This is a trend word ever recorded compared to Myanmar and India, and this was because of the actions taken to protect tiger population was the least one with educate the public. Okay, this is another complete analysis from table 1. This was the first part is the complete analysis from figure 1. So one analysis from visual 1 plus logical linker plus one analysis from visual 2. So this is a complete synthesis. Okay, this is another example. The number of tiger population in Indonesia decreased the trend from 150 the data and then the time frame in bracket to 110 into a 10. This is the time frame. Okay, and this is a complete analysis from figure 1 due to this is a linker, a logical one. Only one educate people taken to protect the tiger population in 2005 and 2010. This is another analysis from table 1. Okay, so so this one is one analysis from visual 1 from figure 1 plus logical linker. Here I use due to from this is from okay, and then another analysis from visual 2 or table 1, and so 1A plus logical linker plus 1A from visual 2 equals to a complete S. Okay, I gave you only 2 samples, but on your own you can try out and do analysis and synthesis in one shot. Can you do it? You can try and share in the comment section below so that I can give you my response and comments too. Okay, okay, tips. In order for you to write a correct analysis, you need an synthesis, you need to identify the obvious trend first. Okay, look at the pattern and then link the info from two visuals using the logical linker. Because if the linker that you use is illogical, then the whole thing will be regarded as distortion, meaning that no analysis, no synthesis. That's why you have to be careful when you want to use linker. My advice is use the linker that you are comfortable with. Do not try something new and yet it's not effective for your analysis or synthesis. Okay, so don't try try to work within the vocab items that you know so that you don't stray away. I would like to end my presentation today with these reminders. Number 1, read and understand the question. Okay, study all the stimulus given so that you know what to do next. Okay, and then do not exceed 200 words limit because whatever comes after 200 would not be evaluated. Okay, get all the elements correct. Make sure you have all the element that you want in the analysis like the KF, TW, TF and data so that it can be accepted as a complete analysis and synthesis. And then use the correct linker. Once you identify the relationship, whether it's direct or inverse, make sure you use the correct linker to make the connection logical. Okay, and this is very important too. Don't add examples, irrelevant details, or opinion or assumption in your sentences because unlike question 2, in question 1 is very technical and straightforward. And since you have 90 minutes, don't spend too much time on one question. Please manage your time carefully so that you can complete everything in time. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you for tuning in and good luck for MUET.